Was it a Corona cough?
No, no. Seconds, you don't have it.
That's the test. Is hold your breath, deep breath for 10 seconds, and if you don't cough, you're okay.
Yeah, just really fill up your lungs.
But no testing that on a radio interview. Because
we could get everybody to collectively
a moment of silence
across the world. Take a deep breath.
Yeah, we're gonna save the world with this interview. Make everyone.
Yeah, I think the world is going freaking crazy with this with the virus thing, though.
Oh, yeah, it's a little crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it is obviously
it's good to measure.
Yeah, it's good for people to be careful, and I'm glad they're doing a lot of the things that they're doing. I think that'll keep it, hopefully, from getting worse. But I think people do get a little maniacal. I mean, when when you have 3 shopping carts full of toilet paper, maybe that's a bit excessive.
Yeah, some YouTube video or something like that, and it's crazy. I mean, they're walking into these like huge, like Costco-like stores, and they've been like totally wiped out.
Yeah, I've seen videos of like fights. I haven't seen too much of that, and some of that's getting misreported. There was one thing that popped up, and they claimed that these people were getting in a fight over something they were trying to buy at, I guess it was Sam's Club maybe. But actually, the police report said that somebody had just bumped their cart into somebody else, and they got into a verbal exchange and then started trying to hit each other with wine bottles, but it wasn't virus related. That was just general human jerkiness.
Yeah.
They don't do that. They can beat each other with wine bottles. Yes, right. So anyway, hopefully we'll get through it all alive. And not end up eating each other.
Right.
In a few years, we'll all look back on this and laugh.
What do you guys have like plans for your future?
Well, right now we're working on new material. We're writing some songs, coming up with some stuff. We've got a couple songs that we're working on that are real, like, just jams, just really, really like groovy and cool.
Really, some of the first material we've written since we started playing. Say for We All Bleed Red.
Yeah. We've been, just kind of cruising on our material, getting better and better at that. But now we're working on new stuff.
Taking a bit of a break from actually performing live.
I don't think
we're not playing around right now.
I don't think we played a show in 2020, and it actually's kind of worked out okay because it's a bad time to be trying to do that. So
right.
We're going to try to put energy into some new stuff. The idea would be switch out some songs and do something new on stage when we get back out there.
Again, more advantages to living in the same place.
That's right.
You can write music while you're quarantined.
So our plan is then, so we're going to write, and then probably what we'll do is we kind of like talked about the whole concept of album, and this is really funny because Jett kind of talked to me about this, and he was concerned I would be like, no, we can't do that. And I was like, yeah, you're right, immediately. And he was like, oh, but you put an album together, and it takes a long time to do it, to record it, mix it, do the what's the thing you do at the end? The mastering. That's right. Yeah. Right.
You got to master your music before you can distribute.
That's right. So you spend a lot of time doing that, and you sort of get the push off the album release, and it's almost like you're doing more work for not as let's say this. If we put out a single tomorrow, I'd probably be able to get as much push on social media as if we put out another album.
Yeah.
Right.
So the idea, what we're going to do in the short term is try to put together some singles, take the pressure off of trying to do an entire album's worth of material before we release anything.
Just put stuff out a bit more regularly.
Yeah, just put a single out and then wait a while and work on, put another single out. And then at some point, potentially, these songs will all be available for download and streaming and so forth. But
you take all the ones that aren't bad and put those on a greatest hits.
And then you do like a compilation record of your singles, I suppose. This is kind of what we're thinking.
Yeah.
Because it'd be great to be able to go back out on the social media on a more regular basis and more often with material that you can talk about and that you can share with people and keep the energy up rather than waiting for the year-long build.
I think that's where the music scene is going anyway.
I think in general, I mean, some people say albums are really not the way to go, but it's changed so much in so many ways. So we're going to see how this goes. and give it a shot, because I'm really excited about getting a new song out there in the short term, more so than I am trying to get another album done.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give people something fresh, or at least different,
Yeah.
or at least new.
So you did a video of In the Distance, right?
We sure did.
Yeah. What was the experience like putting that together?
Very exhausting because we made it ourselves.
Yeah.
We didn't have a crew make that. We just we were given the space to film in. But other than that, we had to take turns filming each other with the cameras. You'll notice the only shot of the three of us is like a really big wide shot with the camera down sitting on the floor. Because the other shot where the camera's like up close filming a band
It's one of
member,
us holding the
it's
camera.
one of us holding it.
Well, because Connor and I run a film studio, a commercial, production company.
Yeah, we actually produce things for.
We make commercials for small businesses, large
Yeah.
businesses, music videos, ads, social media.
So we have lights and
stuff.
cameras.
Yeah, so we've got all this gear, and we wanted to break into the music video scene. So we're like, well, let's just bite the bullet and make one for ourselves.
Seeing as everything else has already been in-house since we've done our own music and graphics and website and recording and songwriting and stuff, might as well just make the video.
Yeah,
I think sometimes people are surprised when they find out that the three of us
do everything.
wrote the music, played the music, recorded it, mixed it,
Created the album art.
did all the album graphics, distributed music, then went into a location and made a music video.
Mhm.
So,
Just the three of us.
I mean,
But what we learned is that it's very exhausting when you have to perform on camera and then hold a camera back
Yeah,
and forth. It's not a good workflow.
and
yeah.
that's
You're
your-
not making any money. We should really hire us next time.
We should really hire us.
But it is tiring. It's sort of gratifying though that when you put product out there, I mean, for good or bad or whatever anybody thinks of it, you at least know it's you. You know, the music is us.
I mean, it is good.
The video, well, I think it's good, but
It's great.
you think it's great?
I think it's great.
You really think it's
I
great?
think it's so good.
He really likes it.
Yeah.
Okay, he likes anything. No,
No.
especially elevator. But to know that you did the music yourself and that you created this product and you went in and shot the video and it's you on the video, it's kind of a nice feeling to have that sense of being able to create in a hands-off environment, you know, where someone else isn't, you know, pulling the strings.
I'd love to shoot a music video for some elevator music. You just throw the camera in there.
Would you shoot it in an elevator?
Yeah, you put someone on the top floor, put them on the bottom floor,
Uh-huh.
and the camera up,
Okay.
recording on the way up.
And just let the
that's-
camera record the empty elevator.
Yeah, and that's the video.
Wow.
It'd probably do really well too.
Yeah. That would be the thing that would go viral.
Sort of an
Yeah.
immersive
Yeah.
favorite sort of aspect of life.
Yeah. I keep thinking I can't think of something stupid enough for it to be really successful. But you know what I mean? It just seems like you can't predict what's going to be
Yeah,
the big thing. So
yeah. Like I wouldn't have guessed He Growls would have been our big no,
you wouldn't have guessed?
no,
I knew that was going to be the thing.
He
It's
Growls
so
is
catchy.
it's so fun. We sometimes like we'll be playing a show. Like there was one time where it was Blake. We were playing a show at the Rail Club, and the sound guy who was working at the time, Blake Coddington, he after our set, he was just like, "Man, that He Growls song, like I can't get the thing out of my head." And he was just like for the rest of the day, just walking around and occasionally be like, "He growls," just singing to himself. Like, "Ah, get you."
And we're like, good.
Yeah, that's what we
Good.
want.
He Growls is an awesome tune.
I mean, my favorite is Hater. I love Hater as a song. It's really fun. I love playing it. I love the bass line that we wrote for that. And then it's a good message, that people suck. Oh man, those guys.
Some people are not
Some
nice,
people, yeah.
and they're not.
I hate those guys.
Yeah, I hate those haters. He Growls for me was so much fun because I grew up loving all the classic monster movies, and
It was hard to get you to write about that though.
why?
Because you like being really like vague and symbolic in your stuff.
Okay. So that's right.
I just want. At first,
could you just write a song about something that doesn't mean anything?
I want a werewolf song for
Yeah.
our band.
Mm-hmm.
And then you went and took this whole thing and took in these other monsters, and then it still in the end it ends up being like pretty symbolic in the end, because the movies are symbolic. Those stories are symbolic and representative of so much of the human condition.
Yeah.
That even just like straight literally writing about the monsters, the song ends up being kind of deeper than that if you really try to apply it to your own life or the
because it really just adopts the subtext that's built into the films for whatever the filmmaker was trying to say or show. But we were we had been jamming that song with no lyrics, and we started talking about what's this song going to be, what's it going to be about. And Connor had said, well, the chorus should be like da, 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 you know. And I was like, oh, wait a minute,
then you can just say words for them.
And then you can just kind of talk the rest of it like you're telling a story.
Mm-hmm.
And said, I got it. They're like, what? I said, no, I got it. I said, just play it. And we played it, and we got to the chorus, and I was like, I started singing, he growls, and then he gets you.
Yeah.
And
like, that's it.
That's it. And it just clicked. And that's the most fun, is when something happens that 5 minutes before you hadn't thought about. And then
it immediately works.
And it just works. It doesn't happen all the time that easy, but when it does, that's just the best.